No, I can't. I can't imagine. I can't imagine being anyone other than who I am. But I don't think that that makes as much difference as it used to. Uh, I went to Fieldston, the Fieldston Schools of Ethical Culture. I've had a very unique experience. I was the first black student to go to a white school in Tennessee. I went to Tiger Junior High School when I was like 13 years old. This was during the integration period when they were just starting to integrate the schools in Western Tennessee. I went from there to the Bronx and went to a multi-ethnic, multi-racial school, junior high school, Creston Junior High School, where they were like all boys. Then I went to Clinton. There were 8,000 boys there. Then I went to Fieldston, where I was one of only 5 black students. I went to Lincoln University, where I was one of the only people who'd ever gone to school with white folks. And then I got my master's from Johns Hopkins.
That type of shit would give you some
the only black
perspective for
person in
sure.
Baltimore. So from those situations there, I think I've had a very well-rounded sort of education at least. But I was born in Chicago, born in Providence Hospital, and lived there for a couple of years.
So you've hung out with white people, some with different races.
Yeah,
I mean, what's the difference
mis
between
amigos en la aula, yeah.
what's the difference between races? Where is it? Is it a cultural thing? Is it it's not just skin deep, is it?
No, I think it's a tradition. You know, I think it has a lot to do with what you're taught. I was taught that I was that the possibilities I had were as broad as anyone's, and that I should take advantage of the opportunities that were opening themselves for me as the 60s opened. And I think that a lot of it is mostly emotional. Because anytime I see a youngster now with a rebel flag and a whole lot of action that goes into that direction, I know that that's something he never experienced. So I know that that's something that he was taught, and I feel as though it's something that his parents were lacking in terms of their own culture, their own character, that makes that kind of thing happen.
So there was a lot of change in the 60s, but is there still a ways to go combating racism?
Oh yeah. I think that education is the biggest thing, the most important thing. As music has done a lot. I think when the Beatles came over and said that they'd been listening to Ray Charles and B.B. King and those kind of people, that showed a lot of people that in other areas the home team is what's important. You see, when you're in France, the French people don't have those kind of hang-ups because they're home. I think that the fact that we're not Americans, that the Indians are the Americans here, that we're all foreigners in a sense, has kept a lot of alienation going on, and a lot of jealousy, a lot of inferiority, and a lot of complexes built up.
Huh. And are you in touch with what's going on in the Native American movements? Or
well, I've tried to
yours?
be involved. Well, when we were in Arizona and in New Mexico, we met a lot of folks who were Native Americans and got involved with some of the programs they were doing, including Big Mountain.
You tour around a lot, I guess.
Yeah, we do a lot of touring.
So the revolution wasn't televised in the 60s. Is it going to be televised in the 90s?
Well, you know, the catchphrase, what that was all about, the revolution will not be televised, that was about the fact that the first change that takes place is in your mind. You have to change your mind before you change the way you live and the way you move. So when we said that the revolution will not be televised, we were saying that the thing that's going to change people is something that no one will ever be able to capture on film. It'll just be something that you see and all of a sudden you realize, I'm on the wrong page. Or I'm on the right page, but I'm on the wrong note. And I'm not in sync with everyone else to understand what's happening in this country. But I think that the black Americans have been the only...
Shit, well in that case, shit, black Americans need a goddamn economic revolution. Because the pocketbooks really matter, fam. The pocketbook.
Only real die-hard Americans here, because we're the only ones who've carried the process through the process. That everyone else has sort of like skipped stages. We're the ones who marched, we're the ones who carried the Bible, we're the ones who carried the flag, we're the ones who tried to go through the courts. And being born American didn't seem to matter. because we were born Americans, but we still had to fight for what we were looking for. And we still had to go through those channels and those processes.
And do you see the fight going on today?
I see that it's necessary. I see that everything that they take to the Supreme Court is something that should have been decided ages ago, and they're trying to redecide it and readdress it because evidently the majority is not important when it comes to law. I think that the NAACP was the most important organization that they've had in this century because of the way they attacked the system by taking it to the courts.
I am certain that scarcely anyone in New York knows what is going on.